Get ready to have your minds blown because we're uncovering 8 strange behaviors that you'll only ever see in female dogs. So buckle up, grab your pupper, and let's get right into it. Okay, first up, we've got nesting behavior. This is one of the most common signs that your female dog might be expecting puppies. Nesting is an instinctual behavior that kicks in when a dog is preparing for the arrival of her little ones. We've all been there, right? When you know something big is about to happen, you start preparing your space. Maybe it's a new baby, a big move, or even just a fresh start. You rearrange your entire bedroom, buy all new throw pillows, maybe even get a little crazy with the scented candles. It's all about creating a space that feels just right. Well, guess what? Our furry little ladies do the same thing. They have their own way of making sure everything is perfect for their soon-to-arrive puppies. Except instead of redecorating with throw pillows and fancy candles, they use whatever they can get their paws on. This could be anything from their favorite blanket to a random piece of clothing they find lying around. Blankets, towels, stuffed animals, you name it. If it's soft and can be moved, it's fair game for their nesting activities. If they can pile it up and make a cozy little nest, they will. They'll gather all these items and arrange them in a way that feels safe and comfortable. It's actually pretty adorable to watch. You can see the care and attention they put into making their nest just right. They'll dig and scratch and circle until they've created the perfect little haven. This behavior is deeply rooted in their instincts, going back to their wild ancestors who would prepare a safe place for their young. And the best part is, you don't even have to lift a finger to help. Your dog knows exactly what she's doing. Just sit back, relax, and let your doggo do her thing. It's a fascinating process to observe, and it's a great opportunity to bond with your pet. But seriously though, nesting behavior is totally normal in female dogs. It's a natural part of their preparation for motherhood. It's just their way of getting comfy and feeling secure. They want to make sure they have a safe and comfortable space for their puppies. And hey, who are we to judge? We all have our ways of making our spaces feel like home. So next time you see your dog nesting, just remember, she's doing what comes naturally to her. It's a beautiful and instinctual part of her journey to becoming a mom. Next up, we've got protective instincts. This is one of the most fascinating aspects of our canine companions. Their ability to sense danger and react accordingly is truly remarkable. Now I know what you're thinking, but Jenna, my dog is a boy and he's super protective, and you're absolutely right. Male dogs can be incredibly vigilant and protective of their families. They have a natural instinct to guard and defend their territory, and you're right, some male dogs can be very protective too. They can be fierce protectors, always ready to bark at strangers or stand between their owner and potential threats. Their loyalty and bravery are commendable. But there's something about female dogs, man. They have this unique, almost magical quality when it comes to protection. It's like they have an extra layer of intuition that kicks in when their loved ones are in danger. They just take it to a whole other level. Female dogs seem to have an innate ability to sense when something is wrong, even before it happens. Their protective instincts are not just about barking or growling, it's about being there, being present, and being ready to act. It's like they have this sixth sense that tells them when something is off, and they're not afraid to step in and protect their loved ones. Whether it's a suspicious noise in the middle of the night or a stranger approaching too closely, female dogs are always on high alert. Maybe it's the whole mama bear instinct, but whatever it is, it's pretty amazing to see. Female dogs, especially those who have had puppies, seem to have an even stronger protective drive. They are nurturing yet fiercely protective, always ready to defend their family. I mean, who doesn't love a girl who can hold her own? Female dogs embody strength, courage, and loyalty. They are not just pets, they are guardians, friends, and family members who will go to great lengths to keep their loved ones safe. Their protective nature is something to be admired and cherished. Alright, moving on to number 3, increased vocalization. Now, I'm not saying that female dogs are chattier than their male counterparts, but there's definitely something to be said about the way they use their voices. It's like they know exactly which bark or howl will get your attention, and don't even get me started on the whining, it's like they can turn it on and off like a switch. But hey, at least they're communicating, right? And sometimes, it's almost like they're having a full conversation with you. Their vocal range is truly impressive. Okay, this next one is a little weird, I'm not gonna lie. It's called false pregnancy, and it's exactly what it sounds like. Basically, a female dog will start exhibiting all the signs of pregnancy, even though she's not actually expecting. We're talking weight gain, nesting behavior, milk production, the whole 9 yards. It's enough to make you do a double take. But don't worry, it's usually nothing to be concerned about. It's just their hormones playing tricks on them. Most of the time, it resolves on its own without any intervention. Just keep an eye on your furry friend and give her lots of love and attention. After all, a little extra care never hurts. Number 5 on our list is selective eating. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm guilty of this one myself. Sometimes you just don't feel like eating certain foods, you know? And it turns out our canine companions are the same way. But for female dogs, it can be especially pronounced, especially during certain times of their cycle. Hormones, man, they'll mess you up. So if your lady pup is being a bit of a diva at dinner, cut her some slack. She might just be going through a phase. Up next, we've got increased affection, and let me tell you, there's nothing quite like the love of a female dog. They just have this way of making you feel like you're the most important person in the world. Maybe it's the oxytocin flowing through their veins, but whatever it is, it's pretty darn magical. Their affection is not just about cuddles and kisses. It's in the way they follow you around, always wanting to be near. Or how they bring you their favorite toy just to share a moment of joy. It's these little gestures that make their love so special and unique. Alright, moving on to number 7, territorial. Frustrating, especially if you're house training. But it's important to remember that it's just their natural instinct. They're just trying to communicate with other dogs and let them know who's. And last but not least, we've got submissive behavior. Now this one can be a little confusing because it can manifest in a lot of different ways. Sometimes it's as simple as rolling over on their backs and showing their bellies. Other times it can involve more subtle cues like averting their gaze or tucking their tails between their legs. But no matter how it manifests, it's important to remember that submissive behavior is just their way of communicating with other dogs and avoiding conflict. And there you have it. We've taken a deep dive into the fascinating world of our furry friends. Today, we explored 8 strange behaviors that you'll only ever see in female dogs. From their unique ways of showing affection to their quirky habits that make them so special. I hope you learned something new today, and perhaps even saw your own dog in a new light. Dogs have a way of surprising us with their intelligence and emotional depth, and I hope you have a newfound appreciation for the amazing creatures that they are. They bring so much joy and companionship into our lives, and it's always wonderful to understand them a little better. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Your support means the world to us and helps us create more content that you love. And subscribe to our channel for more awesome content. We have a lot of exciting videos planned that you won't want to miss, from training tips to fun facts about different dog breeds. Be sure to let me know in the comments below if you've noticed any of these behaviors in your own female dog. I love hearing your stories and experiences, and it helps build a wonderful community of dog lovers.